Well, guys, I'm back with one last video because I just want to catch up on Sentai now. Yeah, I'm getting burnt out from watching multiple episodes of Doctor Who at the same time. At least this modern one. Yeah, I prefer. I don't know why. Maybe because I miss watching weekly. I should have watched this weekly. Yes, it's my fault. That's about me watching the next episode tomorrow after I get home. If I haven't finished Go Jojo by today, I will Go Jojo after. I just want to be able to go back to Sentai. I'm just worried because probably get lazy tomorrow and not delay it. So, yeah. Anyway, let's get into this interesting episode. So the episode opens up at a barber shop with a man who we later known as Omar, telling a story about a bit that happened when he was young. About a spiritual or fires, but then the TARDIS appeared and put the fire out. It was the Doctor, obviously. And my dialogue, assume he met 15. I assume it was 15 judging by some dialogue. Anyway, after that. After that, his dad doing this while he's having his haircut. That's how he knew the Doctor. Telling a story about your people. They're all hard to believe. Basically, they wonder if this Doctor will show up. As almost tells him he will. He always helps people in trouble. And some weird shakings going on before we get to the title sequence. I like how they get the title sequence of this episode. It is a bit very unique. As, by the way, this has all been told with some painted style visuals on the window and stuff. Up here. And when we start the opening, we start out with showing us the pitch image, in that frame and stuff, before we get into the intro. But I kind of wish we kept it like that until when the titles, when the logo appeared. Because that would be a great transition. Yeah. After that, the Doctor and Melinda arrive. In TARDIS. Melinda wants to know when she could go home. The Doctor says he needs time, but he knows it actually is a way to speed up this process. So they head into Nigeria. Basically, a lot more electrical power, actually able to power up a little more and be able to get her home pretty soon. So the two arrive. The Doctor's been seen, and there's a friend here. Omar, who's a barber shop. Not too long after his by generation. And he somehow ended here before meeting Ruby. I've seen that many different appearances over the years. But this is that place is where he felt safe after this by generating shit. So the Doctor the blend allows the Doctor to go spend some time with his old friend for a bit, and take as much time as he needs. The Doctor heads to the barber shop, and he's confused with what's going on. He's happy to see Omar, but he reaches something's off. As three of the people here are missing pictures put on posters of missing people. I was introduced to the man giving the haircuts, who we'll call the storyteller for this one. Since not just to be confused. Something to do. It's a scene when the people's hair goes when the storyteller asks for another story. So one of the men volunteered to do it and tells just a story about some music. He wants to know what the hell is going on. Almost says this man came to his shop a while back and offered him a haircut. He thought it was nice and agreed. But when getting his haircut, he felt some weird vibration in the shop. And the customers here, he tried to get the customers to leave, but they end up coming in somehow anyway. Because they want their story power. I thought the doctor could help. Since if you're the doctor offers to tell the next story. And sees that power. He's there telling stories about weeping angels and Cyberman. He starts to tell a story about Belinda. And also he's something she told him. Wait. I get a feeling. Was Cunningham the reason... was he the reason why the doctor went to look for Belinda? Might be. I don't think so, but who knows? Anyway. You read a lot about to go after the TARDIS. And there's definitely, some trouble there. Anyway, the story of Belinda was how she ends up treating a patient, but ends up forced to treat the patient, it's her nan's birthday. But she worked tirelessly to help that woman. The woman was wheeled off then. And lucky she survived. As she returned the following day to give her thanks to her. A truly great scene. Truly heartwarming. Also, a girl named Abby appeared and the doctor finds strangely familiar. You can't put herself why. And sort of a story tag as well. Also, definitely awesome. Yeah. Abby ends up saying something about how the storyteller will be indicated for the throne. Barely. What does that mean? The doctor was obviously pretty upset about his friend, basically, wouldn't let him let the doctor be resident at his barbershop. That's under the storyteller's control. So they can leave because the doctor doesn't have a family. The doctor feels hurt by this. He trusted him like a friend, and this is what happens. It's something I want to say to people's life, but the doctor has his own kind of family. Sure, no parents and stuff, but say every companion is his family. Everyone. I forget a future story where Donna actually becomes a companion alongside the Doctor and whoever's with him at the time. For a finale story and stuff, for a unit story. Well, that'd be fun, wouldn't it? Donna's usual bickering. See how she interacts with the new Doctor, actor as victim and their companion. Still I don't know why the Doctor can't go to any other day prior to May 24th. Yeah, it kind of bothers me. That kind of bothers me when you think about it. Like, there's a pretty obvious plot hole. You don't explain why. Like, the Doctor could literally go back, take Brenda back to a few months ago, and go to UNIT to help and explain the story to them. And he'll be in contact with them while he tries to get Belinda back to May 24th. Something UNIT could do in the meantime as a side story. I'm just saying, they could have just done something like that. Belinda can't let Belinda stay in that point of time because she's already learning that time because time travel and shit. You get what I mean. When the Doctor opens the door and some nuts as some type of things there. Everyone that's really trying to suck them out. The Doctor ends up seeing a giant spider and some type of vent. Imagine at the door. Doctor wants to know what is going on. What the hell is that? It's real that the barber, it's real the storyteller has, it controls it. In this place, well, it's called the Nexus. Place he controls. Anyway, Belinda, why about the Doctor, finds the source of this discovering where the source of the alarms are coming, the source of why the alarms are coming off. She goes to the barber shop. While spotting a young black girl, a young girl, sorry, because, this is Nigeria, everyone's black. Sorry. So, but when Belinda takes a look next to her, we'll turn back, the girl's gone. What was that about? So she went to the barber, the Doctor was expecting her. And he says to confront the storyteller. Basically, he claims to be a few guards. No name, just a couple of guards. But the Doctor calls that BS. He's met the guards. Wait, guards exist now? We did have Satan, he wasn't a guard, but still. I'm gonna get a Marvel reference in this episode. I'm not joking. The Doctor literally bounces the MCU movies, Avengers. I think it was Avengers Endgame. And the one he was with said didn't like Thor because his muscles weren't real. Thor's Norse god. He's a god from Norse mythology. And the Doctor's able to figure out who Abby is. The Doctor Anasui, a spider god, who once tried to basically lost the game on purpose so the Doctor would take his daughter, which was Abby. The Doctor tried to lose on purpose, but and she's mad at the Doctor because she's stuck with her Hubble fathers. She somehow met the future Doctor. Yes, Joe Martin makes a surprising cameo in this episode. So, does the Doctor have memories of Bruce? So, does the Doctor have memories of the future Doctor's time? I can see a miniseries focused on her time as the Doctor, focused on Joe Martin's time as the Doctor. Fun little miniseries to explore her point of time. What she was like at the time. I'm seriously curious to see more of this Ruth story. Her life prior to that episode. Her life prior to her becoming Ruth. I would love to see that. Come on, Basil D. Davis, make it a mini-series. It doesn't need to be a full-on series, just a mini-series. Make it like a summer serial thing. Bring back the old serials in a modern way. For fun. Make it like something like Flux, which is kind of like inspired by the serials. A mini-series or a story arc. Basically a mini-story within a small amount of episodes. Like one of those classic serials. I don't know. Basically, she raised the storyteller deserves to be a rightful place as he used to be human, and he created an Nexus a long time ago. He created the stories of many of these gods. He created the Nexus, but all his trouble, he was kicked out of it. Couldn't control it anymore and was kicked out. And he wants revenge against those gods. As he ends up confessing the truth. He wants to kill all those gods. But killing the gods could really damage humanity as well. So Abby doesn't he claims he's doing it for her. Zion's trying to force the Doctor into the chair. Abby decides to tell her own story. About some black culture and stuff for young women back in the day. They were slaves, like slaves and stuff. How they braided maps into their hair. And this is where we get the iconic style of hair we see today in many people. She ends up giving the Doctor his own unique hairstyle, which I actually like. I kind of wish she kept that. It'd be cool to see the Doctor with a different hairstyle every season. You know, give her a new look. Look, come on, change his look a little bit. Like when it comes to seasons, the Doctor always changes their look a little bit sometimes. Like take 10. Early on, he just wore a brown suit, some regular shirt, some sand shoes, as the little Doctor puts it. And the War Doctor. Whoops, I'm wearing sand shoes. Fun gag. The Doctor also sometimes wears a blue suit, red and white trainers, and sometimes a spike and changes his hairstyle a bit, be more spiky. Unlike how 12 changes outfit around the second half of around series 9 in a new look. But he got a different look for series 10. I mean, Chibnall didn't give 13 any new changes to their outfits. I'm just saying, I'd like to see some unique, slight difference variations of the Doctor's current outfit in a different season. I just like seeing that. Okay. I mean, past Doctors have done it too. Like take 3. Well, I was still similar. His jacket was all usually either red, green. I don't know about blue. Has he ever worn blue? I don't know. I think he wore 2 colors actually. I mean, 4 definitely did not change his outfit much at all. 5 was the same. Well, 6 got longer hair by the Time Lord story, but that doesn't count. Yeah, I think 3 was the only one to change their outfits more constant, have different looks more constantly. And also, totally in the first series we broadcast in color, so I want to show off the different colored outfit. That's why the Doctor wore 2 separate colored outfits, just to show off the color TV and stuff. Since a lot, even though America already had color TV at the time, we were behind a bit by a couple years. So I want a topic. Yeah, I do like Joe Martin's cameo, but that still confuses me. Like, does Doc 15 have any memories on his time as fugitive Doctor? As he said, he was a fugitive at the time, and it could have made Abby a fugitive too. She was a god. It wouldn't be a good look if a god was a fugitive. That's my guess, anyway. So, like, does he have any memories as time as that one? Since as per team, when she hid all her past memories in that pocket watch that had all her memories, dropped it somewhere down the TARDIS before its common look and stuff. So most likely still somewhere in that TARDIS, even if the console room has changed a bit. But I do like the idea of the Doctor able to store a lot of the old console rooms were stored in the TARDIS memory bank. So it'll be recreated in different rooms in case the Doctor needs them. I don't know, I'd just like to see the Doctor go, but I'd just like to see a fun little thing where where the Doctor decides to try and use some of the old consoles. Like, this could help, by the way. Be different. And wouldn't be expensive if they still had this. Oh, they probably didn't have the sets. They're probably lucky to still have the 9th and 10th Doctor's TARDIS. Well, that episode of Series 6. So the Doctor bloomed to make the escape from maze. With the storyteller chasing after them. Then finding a brain that also has a heart that contains all the stories. The storyteller was. But the Doctor ends up defeating him in a unique way. Because when he met someone with a story someone who did the story in 6 words. I live and I die. Well, I live, I die. As then we see the TV has been packed incarnations of the Doctor and some of the iconic speeches. I couldn't name them all, but the ones I do recognize is the 10th Doctor speech when he says, "I'm the Doctor," which comes from Voyage of the Damned, the 2007 Christmas special, which led into Series 4 in 2008. Even a cameo of Bernard Cribbins, rest in peace. He wasn't supposed to be, well, they weren't supposed to be related at all, by the way. Donna and Wilf were never supposed to be related originally, if you didn't know. They just had that in later introductions because the Doctor and Donna was going to be a one-off character too. They were just going to create a new companion for him, but decided to bring Catherine Tate back, thanks to chemistry with David Tennant, and just use and just run all the character traits that was going to be for the new companion into Donna. And it was the best decision. And making Wilf her granddaughter too. The reason Wilf was a cameo since Bernard Cribbins appeared in Doctor Who decades prior in the two Seek Daleks movies. Yes, they were Dalek movies. They were movies based on the Dalek stories. Now, I do plan to cover them too when I can. I already covered the Daleks in colour, which is a more condensed version of the original one, which is 7 episodes. And now I got the War Games in colour, which is 10 episodes condensed down. So, yeah, because of how long the War Games is, I'll be just using the one in colour. It'd be easier. But anyway, the Doctor, he ends up defeating the storyteller as he frees everyone. Just in the Golden Head, as he reasons with the Barbara, he still can live but still tell stories. The storyteller decides to join the Doctor, agreeing on the Doctor's position, and they escape. Everyone escapes. As the storyteller, who has no name, and now is told to tell all kinds of stories. And he's taking over Omar's barber shop. Because, Omar. Because he's retiring and stuff. And gives the name of his father. As he's forgiven. The Doctor will decide to head up to the TARDIS, while Abby goes her own separate way. The Belinda brings up the child she saw earlier, but the Doctor never saw it on his way. That's weird. But he did say that the stories did get months. The barbershop's power did escape stories or jumble up sometimes. So it's possible it's just a remnant of one of those stories. And interesting enough, there was no Mrs. Blood cameo this episode. Yeah, Mrs. Blood didn't appear in this episode, as far as I know. Maybe because it's in Nigeria would make sense. But then again, she can appear anywhere in time and space. But mostly, you couldn't put any black makeup on her. Because that might be quite offensive. But then again, Robert Downey Jr. also got to put on black type makeup or so for a movie, and that wasn't called racist because it was done very well. But still, this is the first episode not having a Mrs. Blood cameo in this season. But she seems to be a bad guy. So we'll see what she does. And we get a mid-credit preview. I don't know why. Next episode is the episode that I got spoiled on the most. Special twist. So that'll be tomorrow. So I'll be looking forward to that. So thank you guys for watching my content. Please once up and want to see more, subscribe to the channel, look to the bell, we always come to. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for another episode video. And then Saturday for part 1 of the 2-part finale. Cybermaster out.